Okay guys, in this lesson I'm going to be teaching you some of the secrets of harmonics. Now these are used in pretty much every type of music, but the one type of music that they're used in more than any other is metal. Now there are three main types of harmonics. There's natural harmonics, there's pinched harmonics, and there's tapped harmonics. Now, I'm going to have to teach you all of this in one lesson, which isn't going to be easy, but what I am going to do is I'm going to explain it as clearly as possible so that you can use the masterful invention that is the rewind button in case you need it. First of all, for the people who are new to natural harmonics, these are constant. You don't actually put your fingers essentially holding down the strings. You essentially just lay them gently over certain frets. Say for example, these natural harmonics are always constantly over certain frets. For example, on the 5th fret, the 7th fret, the 12th fret, the 17th fret, and the 24th fret. Now I appreciate some of you won't have 24 fret guitars, and that might be over one of your pickups, but generally speaking all of these others are constant. There are others, say for example over here, but these generally aren't used as much because they don't sound as tuneful as these. And that's all there is to it. Just remember that you don't put your finger hard over it like this. You gently lay it over and pull your finger off as soon as you're done. And that's all there is to it. Pinched harmonics now are actually harder. You see, obviously there are harmonics over here. But these harmonics obviously can't be muted in a way. They can't actually be used by using this hand. Because of course there's no way you can get your fingers down there if they're already holding a note up there. Even if your name's Paul Gilbert, your fingers won't stretch that far. What you actually are doing is muting these harmonics with the flesh of this thumb. So you need to make sure that the pick is only just extending from your hand. Now, for example, here's the open note, and here's what happens when I gently mute the string. And see if you can get the same sound by using this hand. That will tell you that you're doing it right. It's basically a lot of trial and error on your part, and even the experts don't get this right all the time. But just remember that no matter what note, these positions here stay constant for pinched harmonics. Now for tapped harmonics, which of course Paul Gilbert and Steve Morse use quite a lot of. Now with natural harmonics I told you that these positions are constant for the natural harmonics. 5th, 7th, 12th, and so on. When you fret any note on the guitar, these positions are still there. All a tapped harmonic does is cause these to come out. So say for example, here's open, natural harmonic, 5 higher. Here's a note fretted, tap, tap, this tap the fret, not above or below, directly over the fret, gently, that's 5 frets higher than the note you're playing. Same if it's 7 or 12. Remember that those distances stay the same because of the exponential system that's used to measure a fretboard out. And that's pretty much all there is to tapped harmonics. Just make sure that you don't tap too hard. Otherwise you'll get this. You don't want that. You want... No. Yes. Okay, now I'm going to show you 2 techniques that are used by 2 different legendary guitarists. Dimebag Darrell, R.I.P., and Joe Satriani. First of all, there's Dimebag Darrell's signature squeal. does that is that he first of all plucks the string with a finger on this hand. Then he depresses the string, as in lowers it with the tremolo arm. And while it's lowered, he hits a harmonic and raises it. So, pluck, lower. There you go. And that's basically just using the natural harmonics that I showed you earlier, over the 5th fret, 7th fret, sometimes higher if you can get it there. But generally those ones are harder to get. Now for the Joe Satriani sax squeal. This actually uses pinched harmonics instead. So these positions here. And so on. So what he does is first of all depresses the string, just as with Dimebag Darrell's. Then hits a harmonic and raises the note quickly. And that's all there really is to it. Now things to remember is 1, make sure that you know exactly where these harmonics are. You do this by lightly running your finger up until you hear a harmonic sound out. Remember that position and practice your finger picking as often as possible for that. You need to make sure that no matter what, your pick is always striking it right at that position, otherwise you won't get the harmonic, no matter how good you are at muting it with this flesh of your thumb. Apart from that, there's not much else I can really tell you about harmonics. The only really sort of like important thing I would say about using harmonics is that it's better to have pickups that have a higher output, because they pick up some of the higher frequencies, which of course harmonics are much higher notes than normal. Apart from that, I don't think there's really anything else I can tell you that you can't find out by using Rewind. So I wish you the very best of luck in discussing harmonics and of course practicing them. If you need anything else, then let me know. I hope this lesson has been okay for you guys out there. Take care!